Flowers testify to being together. Flowers can be used to cherish a brilliant achievement. This is a good survival rate, and the stems are very healthy. And behind the flowers, there's a young Taiwanese with a strong sense of filial piety and a desire to protect his family. This is Jiaoxi Township of Yilan County. People in Taipei have longed for its water reflections. Here there's a well-known family with 3 generations of flower farmers. 37-year-old Zhang Zhisheng has made his living from flowers and plants. When we cultivate begonias in the greenhouse, we most fear high temperatures. Often the sun's too strong in summertime, so we have to provide shade. Even if you don't do anything else, you still have to observe them and touch them. Begonias are watered twice a week to keep the soil moist. Zhang Zhisheng handles everything himself, from picking the flowers to shipping them out. Zhang, who graduated from a Department of Industrial Design, inherited the family business when he was 26. His father was his reason for coming back home. These flowers must be delivered to the Taipei wholesale flower market by tomorrow morning. We ship them directly there at night. Do you want to send so many? Yes, that's best. In fact, my father's very old, and he was losing his endurance. So I resolved to return home to take over the family business. What has left the greatest impression on me is that we don't celebrate Lunar New Year like others. At Lunar New Year, we're always doing business, working until 6 to 7 p.m. on Lunar New Year's Eve. After closing up our kiosk and returning home, it's already past 9 p.m., and we eat at 10 o'clock. Begonias are New Year's plants, and they represent warmth and geniality. Zhang Zhisheng's father, Zhang Xuetan, sold flowers for more than 40 years. After retirement, he still stayed by his son's side, providing him the strongest possible support. When you're stacking flowers, you have to arrange them a bit to prevent damage, so they'll be beautiful when they reach the customers. In fact, my father's determination in growing flowers deeply influenced me. We don't want to get a grade of 60 on the flowers we grow. We want 90 or 100. I feel gratified that he's willing to come back to take over this business so that this industry doesn't decline. One generation passes along to the next, right? In order to live up to the craftsmanlike spirit of his father, Zhang Zhisheng invested 40 million NT dollars in a steel structure to turn their small 0.2-hectare nursery into a large greenhouse. Overhead and beneath the frames are straight lines of hanging pots. Zhang has chosen to use a 3D and highly intensive cultivation approach to increase the area on the farm for production. His current 0.7-hectare greenhouse can produce 350,000 potted plants per year. In Taiwanese, people say foolishly brave. But I've never thought I would fail. I just want to say it felt right for me to do this, because I'm still young. If I make mistakes, I can still come back from them. It's said hard work always pays off. Zhang Zhisheng, who's always assiduously pursued floral arts, was named one of the second group of the top 100 young farmers. Also, the Hualien District Agricultural Research and Extension Station hired Lin Xian, a major figure in the floral arts world, to serve as Zhang's companion teacher. There's a semi-automatic watering model. For example, first you hang this very gently, then use the efficiency of our drip irrigation system. I've been his companion teacher for 2 years, and I've never once seen him sit down. He's continuously working and moving around while I try to convey to him some new information that I learned overseas. This sword fern is in fact very suitable for us here in Yilan County. The teacher-student relationship between Lin and Zhang has led to a great leap forward for the farm's cultivation technology. Lin also helped Zhang install LED lighting technology in the greenhouse, so plants can do photosynthesis 24 hours a day. It also permits adjustments of flowering periods, ensuring that markets have sufficient quantity and quality of goods. This technology came here as a result of Zhang Zhisheng's sense of mission about flowers. In fact, I read a lot of foreign materials about this LED technology. Then I worked with the Agricultural Research and Extension Station to break it in. We have good products, but we can only make money if we have sales channels. When the stuff we grow is poor, sales channels can't make any money either. By using this lighting magic, flowers can bloom all year round. Zhang Zhisheng's thoroughness about his business came from his initial motivation to protect his family, and it's for his family that he operates this greenhouse that protects the plants from wind and rain. After I finish breakfast, I want to go have a look at the gardens and greenhouse. I'll leave the children with you. I want to give my children the very best. From the time I was small, my parents started out as ordinary flower vendors, and now we produce them ourselves. They also did what they did so we could have better lives. I used to like flowers. Watching one growing was like watching one's own child growing up. Then I had to meticulously care for it. It has the same meaning as one's life. Passing the torch to the next generation, love endures. Just as flowers bloom and then wither, life is the completion of a sequence. And the story of Zhang Zhisheng, just as for us, cannot be without the family feelings arising from flowers.